Hey there, this week we're going to be talking about sleeping postures and which are the best postures to have when you're laying down in bed trying to get a good night's rest when you've got chronic low back pain and sciatica. Now before I show you these two important postures while you're sleeping, I want to show you what normal looks like when it comes to the human frame as far as posture. Now when you look at someone from front to back, everything should be completely level, meaning eyes level, ears level, shoulders level, hips level, and your spine should be completely straight. Now when you look at someone from the side, your ear should line up with your shoulder, and unfortunately we have a lot of folks with this forward head posture. We'll be talking about that in future videos. So ear over shoulder, shoulder over hips, and hips over your knee. You also should not have a completely straight spine, but from the side you should have three curves. So the curve in your neck should look like about the curve of a banana, the same thing in your lower back, and your mid back should be the opposite. It's actually like a big S. And your spine acts like a spring when you lift and move. It adds strength and stability to your spine. So when we're sleeping, we want to support and try to mimic these postures as best we can. So the first thing is when we're laying on our side, can you go ahead and lay on your side, we want to make sure to keep our head in this neutral position. So you can see with Kim here, her neck stays in a very neutral position. You don't want to be laying on this side, for example, and have a very thin pillow or no pillow with your head tipped to one side, or too many pillows with your head tipped this way. You're going to develop some chronic neck issues. So this keeps the spine in neutral. And for those of you who've had some acute lower back pain, or some back pain for a while, you know that if you tip your head forward or you put your head in just the wrong position, you can actually feel it down in your lumbar spine because it creates a tugging and a pulling. Now when you're laying on your side, what also happens, if your knees are together like this, it creates a lever that puts some pressure on that lumbar spine. So a good thing to do, which I think some of you may already do this with chronic low back pain, you've kind of figured this out, is to put a pillow right in between your legs. This keeps this leg in a neutral position, and it takes out the lever effect on that lower back. Now, let me have you flip onto your back for me, Kim. When you're sleeping on your back, a lot of people will use pillows like this, and unfortunately, what that does is it leads to some chronic neck pain and stiffness in the morning, because the more pillows you have underneath your head, the more your head is pushed forward. We want your head again to be in that neutral position. So a very thin pillow with your head backwards a little bit is the best way to go. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip this over like that. Good. Now, with your legs straight, if you've got some chronicity with some lower back issues, you're going to be feeling that in your lower back. So a good strategy is to bend those knees, take a pillow, put it right underneath your legs, and just let it relax. That flexes the knees, and it takes some of the pressure off of that lumbar spine. Now, very importantly, try to avoid sleeping on your stomach. It does two things. One, it puts your neck in this twisted position, and you're laying there for hours at a time, so you develop some neck issues as well. But also, when you're laying on your tummy, it extends your back, it hyperextends your back, and it jams up those joints in your back, in your lower back. So try to stay on your sides and on your back while sleeping. Do this again consistently for 2 weeks, and I think you'll find in the morning, you'll find yourself less sore and having a little bit more energy because you're going to be sleeping a bit better because you're going to have less pain in your lower back and in your leg while you're sleeping. All right, until next time.